Hey, I'm Vinny and this is Makeify. So my parents know this other couple who have a daughter who's getting married soon, and the mother of the bride had this idea for a large heart-shaped puzzle to be incorporated in the wedding ceremony. So she contacted me and asked if I could make this thing for her. I agreed, and I made this. It's pretty heavy. This wood heart puzzle, and I'm going to show you how I did it. I couldn't find raw wood that was both wide enough and thick enough, so I used 2 oak stair treads. Each was 42 inches long, 11.5 inches wide, and about 1 inch thick. I cut each tread down to 9 inches wide, removing the rounded side. Then I put the boards together along their long ends and marked spots between the boards 6 inches apart. I used a biscuit joiner to cut slots in each board at these spots. Then added glue. And biscuits, and clamp the boards together. When the glue had dried, I cut this large board down into 2 smaller squares. Each square had 18-inch long sides. I sanded the top and bottom of the squares flat. The mother of the bride sent me a full-scale cutting template, and I used spray adhesive to attach it to one of the squares. I drilled a small hole in an inconspicuous spot, then used my new scroll saw to cut out the main heart shape. I used an Olsen No. 7 skip tooth blade, but it was still slow going to get through this thick, hard wood. I cut out all the puzzle pieces with the scroll saw as well. I don't have a lot of experience with the scroll saw, and I broke a few blades, but I started to get better by the end. All this cutting took a while, days actually. I got some sandpaper and cut it into 5-inch long strips that were about 1/2 inch wide. I folded these in half and used them in my scroll saw under light tension to sand the puzzle pieces. I also used a random orbit sander and a Dremel rotary tool. The random orbit sander was probably the most useful though. I applied wood glue to the underside of the heart outline. And clamped it to the other square piece. When the glue was dry, I used my table saw to cut the sides flush. Then I used my bandsaw to round over the corners. Just like with the puzzle pieces, I sanded this base piece down to 220 grit. I assembled the puzzle. And it was finished. Well, sort of. So my part of this project is finished, but the mother of the bride wants some words carved in the wood behind the puzzle pieces, and I can't really do that. I'd need a CNC router to do that right, and I don't have one. If there's any CNC router companies out there who want to hook me up, contact me, we'll talk. But she found someone else to do that for her, so I'm going to mail her this as is. She's going to have the words inscribed, and then she's going to finish the wood. I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to keep up to date with my newest videos. I'd like to thank my Patreon supporters, especially Michael Thomas. Thank you, Michael. If you're curious about the tools I used, I have links down in the video description if you're interested. Thanks for watching. Hey, this is Vinny. No, what the heck? Hey, I'm Vinny. This is Makeify. Okay. Is the exposure okay? Can you even see? And I'm going to show you how I did it. That was a little cheesy. Maybe I'm a little cheesy. But it's not quite a finished product yet. The mother bride... Oh, that really hurts my knee. This concrete is hard. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to keep up... Oh, the furnace is on. Son of a...